Alright, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2, Mazur versus Kashu. This is Poland versus Hungary in the Altitude Nation Wars. Here we go. And in the 12 o'clock position as the blue Zerg, we do have Mazur from Team Poland. And in the bottom left as the yellow Protoss. Or, wait, sorry. Did I say this is Mazur? I meant Kashu! Mazur is the yellow Protoss in the bottom left. Whoopsie daisies. So, Alright, so Kashu is going to scout in the right direction with his Overlord. I'm actually curious if he picked Zerg or he actually went random here. I think he probably picked Zerg. He does seem to prefer Zerg as a race. Meanwhile, we do have a pylon at the front. It's a little bit back here. It's not going to block the Nexus, but actually maybe this is quite good. Is he going to like forge gateway? There's going to be kind of a gap here. I guess we'll see. And the probe for Mazur is going to scout in the right direction, so that's quite nice. Of course, this is Mazur's map choice, so picking Aztec for PvZ is interesting. I don't think it's particularly good for PvZ, but let's see how he plays it. Of course, this is actually the map where Mazur played his epic hour-long game against LRM Pike in the Gambits Cup Finals last season. So, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he has like some sentimental values or sentimental attachment to this map. Meanwhile, forcing two drones to do something kind of weird there. And I believe this was an overpull from Kashu, so no 9-pull in this time. Meanwhile, by the way, even though it looks like there's a gap here, that skeleton is actually unpassable, I believe. So I think that's actually just tight with the bottom. For whatever reason, Broodor units are too skittish to walk over a skeleton. So yeah, that's actually impassable ground. Meanwhile, Mazur just going to block the hatchery a little bit, but it was an overpull, so Kashu can just spend the money on some Zerglings instead. And looks like Probe's moving out. Is he actually going to Nexus before cannon? That is pretty ballsy. I hope he makes a cannon. Okay, he's going to make a cannon. Whew! Oh, he's actually going to make 2 cannons. Yeah, I was going to say. Nexus before the cannon would be something I would do, and immediately die then to the Zerglings. Anyway, we do have a third base here, taking the inside third actually. And no Nexus just yet. Interesting, Mazur actually going to 17 of 17 before making his Nexus. That's unusual. Usually Protosses will make it on, you know, like 15 or something like that, 14, 15, 16. They won't actually wait to getting supply block to make that. The timing, I don't know. That seems a little bit suboptimal. And whoa, what is this? Mazur doing a gas steal. That's quite interesting. So let me actually have a look here. Okay, so it looks like he actually, I mean, having delayed the natural for so long, Kashu isn't going to be able to just like immediately take another gas. So this is actually gonna delay Kashu's tech a little bit. It's actually quite cute. Is he gonna let that finish? No, okay, he's not. Leaving it to the very last second. Meanwhile, Overlord is meandering over into the main. I love that word. I love all these words that describe like different ways of walking. Like you can wander into the main, you can meander over into the main. You know, Zerglings can skedaddle out the way. Ultralisks. I love all those words. I don't know why. I think I'm just weird. So Scanning Probe's gonna come in here. I don't actually know if Mazur saw this base. Oh wow, getting stuck on the corner here. Whoopsie daisies. I think it's a little bit of an AI glitch. That's really unfortunate. I think he just like right clicked it up and the probe just like got stuck on this thing. So anyway, Overlord sees the 7X core coming in. Mazur taking a second gas. Pretty nice wall in here. It's tight except for at the top. He's got a nice space The cannons are a little bit further back, not pressed right against the wall, so it's a little bit better against Hydras. Meanwhile, it looks like we have the first Zealot moving out, and he is going to see the third base here. It looks like Kashu immediately getting a creep colony, already getting a creep colony there, but he's going to lose one drone. Not the fastest reaction time, that's alright. Lair is on the way. And Kashu actually has really low drone count. He's got 5 hatches, but no economy to support it. He's got no mining at the natural or the third. He's only mining in the main. Kashu's economy management seems a little bit questionable right now. I think he should have made a round of drones before another hatchery there. A little bit confused, actually, by Kashu's play. However, very nice pulls on those drones, although no, it looks like he does actually lose one. And, oh, losing 2, so that's 3 drone kills on the Zealot right now. That Zealot is pretty baller, and now he's just going to run around in circles, because there's actually no speed on the way, so these things just cannot catch him. I mean, they should be able to get him eventually. I think things are slightly faster than Zealots, but is he going to get a 3rd drone? He's going to go for it! The drones are running! He really wants a 4th drone. If he gets a 4th drone, that Zealot, man. That Zealot is going to be the hero of the day. Looks like he's going to run into a bunch of lings, though. Meanwhile, there's a Dragoon in the main, killing the Overlord there. The Overlord does see the archives. It looks like the first Corsair is on the way. Looks like the drone does escape. I think the Zealot might have seen the Hydra Den, though. And is there no Spire? So it looks like Kashu skipped Spire completely and has just gone straight for Hydras. Getting the Hydra speed upgrade now, but he did get supply capped after losing that Overlord in the main. And it looks like Mazur going to get the 4th drone kill that he wanted. Nice control there. I don't know why Kashu didn't pull that. Kashu, he must have been preoccupied doing something else. Looks like he's doing a bit of a SimCity here with the evolution chamber. But Kashu, man, I mean, look, he's got so many idle larvae. He just doesn't have the economy to support all these hatcheries. Look at how many idle larvae he has. Wow. Definitely getting messed up by all this early aggression, this early pressure from Mazur. So Mazur looking in a pretty good shape already in this game, even though there's been no serious confrontation yet. Meanwhile, adding 2 gateways, getting Storm, and yeah, all right. So looks like Overlord speed is almost done. That'll help against these Corsairs, but Kashu is constantly supply block now. He's gonna get even more supply block. That's 2 Overlord kills now for that Corsair, in addition to the one lost in the main to the Dragoon. So Kashu just unable to make units. He's got a couple of Hydras though, so he will be able to defend any new Overlords that pop out. But Mazur looking really strong in this game. And adding another gateway. +1 is almost finished for him. So it looks like, wait, is he still producing Corsairs? Okay, no, it looks like he stopped at 3. But Mr. DT has run into the main, but Overlord speed has finished. Now, that DT, even though it's spotted, it can actually just own that Hydra. Yeah, look at that. And now it's just going to go to work on these drones. Oh my goodness, Kashu in a lot of trouble, and the DT is not even spotted. It's not even spotted. Where's an Overlord? Alright, an Overlord's coming in here. The DT gets another drone, and it's going to run away. And, oh, he's got to be careful. Oh, he's running. He's running. And Kashu doesn't know where he is. Lol. Meanwhile, looks like Mazur's going to secure a 3rd here at the bottom left, and the DT just runs right around. Kashu sees it. He wants it. The drones are going to block. Drones are going to drill. Oh, loses another one. How many more drones can this DT get? Oh, he's running. Oh, taking him down. Looks like Robo on the way. Oops, forgot to rally a couple of these gateways. And getting some cannons here at the bottom left. That's actually one problem I think Kashu's having. He should have these lings, like scouting all the bases or something. If you look at the minimap, Kashu has almost no map vision, except for like a random Overlord here that's not even checking either of these bases. So, not really a fan of that. Meanwhile, now getting another gas. Although it looks like he does have a lot more drones now. Much better saturation, so he can actually start producing off of his 5 hatcheries. Although it looks like he's not putting the guys back on the gas there, even though he's completely strapped for gas. Meanwhile, it looks like Mazur has decided that it's time to move out here. Not that many units. He's got to be a little bit careful, but this could be good. I mean, Kashu's been harassed so much here that he doesn't really have that much stuff. Looks like making a second Sun Colony. He's got a decent SimCity. Just a handful of Hydras here. Where's the Templar? Templar lagging behind a little bit. And Mazur is going for it. Force as well. Going to take down some Overlords. And oh, looks like he's going to storm the drone line. Almost has a second storm on that Templar. I thought there was another Templar. Yeah, it's just coming in the back now. And there's a nice storm on the Hydralisks. Although, oh, wow. Getting all the Hydralisks there. While the Zealots clean up the rest. And the Overlords are all getting cleaned up by the Corsairs. The third base, meanwhile, is on the way for Mazur. It looks like Kashu will be able to save this base, but he did lose a handful of drones. He lost all his army. And, well, that Archon is freaking out, not doing anything useful, although it looks like he's still going to clean up the Lings anyway, because Archons are pretty good against Lings. So, I mean, Mazur kind of sacrificed his army for that, and looks like he slipped on his macro a little bit. Didn't re-macro up during that attack, so his money went a little bit high. He doesn't have many units reinforcing it, or at his natural, but I still think he's in a great position. Meanwhile, a bunch of slowlings actually running down to the bottom left. I don't know if Kashu saw that base down there, or he's just gonna try and go around the army and get a flank or something. He might just run into these probes as they go down here to this base. There's only 3 cannons, so with this number of lings, he might actually be able to kill it unless the probe drill actually gets there in time and he blocks. This probe drill might actually get there at the perfect time. He needs to block with the probes. Oh my god! That timing, yo! Look at Kashu just like LOL. Oh man, what a luck indeed. This base should have gone down. That probe timing was actually so perfect. I can't even believe it. Wow, Kashu's probably regretting he didn't get link speed now. If he had link speed, that would not have happened, but... Oh man! I mean, you know, sometimes players, they say luck, but GG from Kashu. He just can't handle the luck. Mazur, man, just way too lucky for Kashu. But I gotta say, that was incredibly lucky. And with that, Mazur's gonna go even up the score 1-1 here. We will go to a game 3. And hopefully... Alright, looks like Fish is down, and IC Cup is not on my server list, so just give me 2 seconds to get that back. Alright. Perfect. What am I doing? Aha.